Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to week 13 of building Mandalore. Okay, so last week we took a break from those air vents or generators. I really don't know what they are. It seems like everybody in the comments agreed that they're air vents, so we're gonna go with that. But that is what we're focusing on, is these air vents this week. They actually took me way longer than I thought to build. There is a substantial amount of pieces that goes into them. My guess is maybe like even 800 to 1,000 pieces per air vent slash generator. So yeah, a lot more work than I thought was gonna go into that this week. So that's our main focus. And I know that might not sound a lot, but once you see the end result this week, you will be blown away, guys. They look so good with the mock, and it actually, again, going back to that concept image that I've been referencing all of this Mandalore mock back to, that was kind of like the final thing. Like, yes, you have those like windows behind it, but that was like the final thing. And then that's it for that side. And then all we'd have to do is the back side and obviously replicate it on the other side. So seeing those air vents is almost like completing. I want to use that word very lightly, but it looks like it's getting closer to completing that side. So I can't wait to show you guys that. So I'm going to stop talking. Let's go ahead and jump into it right now, guys. Jumping right into it, as you guys can see, Meredith and I actually ended up sorting a little bit more over this week. So thought I'd give you an update that we are finally getting back to sorting, because I'm starting to run low on bricks. So we were able to get a bunch of light gray and dark gray bricks, but if we go here into the build room, you'll see that I also got a significant amount of red bricks out of that. So definitely worth it. But some of the other cool things is that you'll see I got my massive bricklink order in, and that means here it is. That is the vent design by my boy, I believe it's Gàbor. So again, thank you to him. I built the design over the last couple days, and gosh, it looks so good, guys. I absolutely love how the pieces work here and here. That's exactly what this needed. And yeah, that just looks exactly how it should look. Interesting enough, I didn't actually realize he actually removed one of the one of the blue lines. I don't know what they are, because here's my original design. Again, you can really see the difference between the two of them. But he removed one of them because I had 4 here, and he actually has only 3. But I'll be honest, I think the 3 looks better, even if that isn't accurate. I believe there's 4 on the concept image, but I think the 3 looks way better anyways. But yeah, this design just looks significantly better. I'm very, very impressed. This whole area really turned out way better too than I thought it would. And then of course underneath it's all, we can kind of see it, but it is all closed underneath. So that turned out all well and dandy. But yeah, so now that we have one down, I'm going to go ahead and start making more. Now this design looks great. I'm super happy with it. It looks great pretty much from every angle you can do it from. So that's exciting. And then I'll actually finish closing up this as well. So let's get some air vents made, guys. I'm looking forward to showing you guys that. I actually forgot to note that I did actually get those half tiles in, and so now all of this is filled in. Curious to see what you think of the design, guys. I mean, it's very simple. I don't know. I like it. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it's really not that important that it looks super great. I might actually move these. I think this looks a little strange with these plates connecting into the design. Maybe I should just make it one large gray thing instead. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, I guess. But yeah, on to those air vents now. All right, guys, so I'm in the middle of building these air vents right now. These things are actually a lot more work than I was expecting, but they are starting to look really good. So because it's taking me so much time, I figured, you know what, why am I not doing a time lapse right now? So I've already built a couple of these about halfway through, so I'm just going to do a time lapse of basically me finishing up these air vents. So without ado, let's go ahead and jump at the time lapse, and then we'll take a look at those final air vents. right, guys. Here they are. The air vent generator type of thing. Who knows what what their real purpose is in the Clone Wars, but they look great. They took way longer than I thought they were going to take in order to build them. They use significantly more parts too than I imagined. So I'm sure the first thing you're thinking is, David, this looks great, but where's the last one? And my response for that is, I unfortunately ran out of these. You can see them right here. These 1x2 translucent plates. I thought I had enough for 4, and I only had enough for 3. So I was really upset by that. I already ordered like 200 more. They're on their way. So this won't be an issue next week. So I will have the 4th generator next week. So I really apologize. I know I wanted to get all 4 of these done. So that's my fault. I apologize, guys. But still, this looks so good. I am shocked with how good they turned out. They look just like the picture, and wow. Now I went ahead and cleared the courtyard, and this week I was rebuilding my ATOT, so I was just like, you know what, let's just throw that in there for scale purposes. I don't know if that's actually going to be in the final mock or not, but for scale, that's the ATOT. That's a sizable set right there. This is Mandalore. Like, just want to give you guys an idea. This is a very, very big mock. It's getting very, very tall. I'd say it's at least 3 or 4. If you're going all the way up to that top window right there, it's probably 4 ATOTs stacked on top of each other. Maybe even 5. Maybe. It's crazy how big Mandalore is. And I gotta say, these air vents absolutely really bring this mock together. It's looking just like that concept image. Now all we really need is that back wall and finishing up those windows, and it'll look almost exactly like the concept image. So we're getting a lot closer to finishing this exterior side. Now, obviously, we still haven't done anything on the interior, but that will come very soon. So I'm glad I'm able to actually clear this out and again show you guys Mandalore in its whole. It's looking so good, like really good. I'm shocked at how good the air vents turned out. Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say in terms of feedback about them. I think they look great. So yeah. Now, unfortunately, because they took way too much, just a ton of time. It took way longer than I thought. Unfortunately, this is going to be it in terms of building. I think it's a substantial amount of building, but obviously I did want to do a little bit more this week, so I really apologize about that, guys. I just didn't expect these things to take. I think I spent about 12 hours working on these over a period of 3 days. So yeah, a lot more time than I thought it would, but unfortunately, that's going to be it. However, we will have a lot more next week. I'm definitely going to get that 4th generator done, and so you'll be able to see all 4. But I also might want to start working on the back wall next week, and we'll even start touching probably over here soon, since we're getting close to actually just finishing this side up. All we really have to do now is just put up that back window and finish over there. Yes, there's some gaps in here, but for the most part, it's pretty much closed up. Here's what they look like from this side. They're kind of just like blank gray squares, but that's all right because you're not going to see them from this side. Again, we're going to have this huge window coming down here. So, yeah, it's looking pretty insane now. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. Again, I apologize for this being it, but again, I think they really add a lot to the mock this week. They are a substantial and very big part of the mock, and again, just ton of detail on these. But yeah, all right, guys, we'll go ahead and head out. All right, so what did you think? I was very happy with how these air vent generators, whatever they are called, I'm very happy with the way they turned out, and I really can't wait to see your response. I really apologize. I was hoping to work maybe on like the back wall or that area where there's just a lot of, the other side of this behind me, basically. I did want to start working back there, possibly start working on that big large wall that's going to take a lot of time and pieces towards. But another thing is, I didn't really touch on it, but I'm really want to start working on the interior that's actually going to blend within that wall. I don't know if I want to spoil it, but basically I'm trying to replicate something from the Mandalorian episodes from the Clone Wars. Speaking of that, that's part of the reason why I haven't started working on interior, and I'm sure that's something that a lot of you are thinking as well. David, now you're starting to complete this exterior side. Why don't you start working on the interior and dabble on that? And so I would. However, I'm waiting actually until Disney Plus, which is the new Disney streaming service, actually launches, because that's going to have the entire Clone Wars show and all of the Mandalore episodes. I actually never bought any of the Mandalorian episodes. I always bought the Clone Trooper battle ones, like, the one on like Umbara and of course the Battle of Geonosis. Anyhow, never actually purchased the Mandalorian episodes, so I was thinking about purchasing them, but then I was like, do I really need them? Can I just reference it off these images and through YouTube and stuff? And to the extent that's what I have been doing up until now. But in terms of interior, I really think I want to like really dial into these Clone Wars episodes. And so there's no point in buying the Clone Wars show when the streaming service is going to come out in less than 2 weeks from this episode right now. So that's what I'm waiting on for the interior, basically, is to be able to really dial in, look at those new episodes, or they're not new, unfortunately. New episodes don't come out till February, but at least look at the old episodes until then. So that's basically what I'm waiting on for the interior, in case you're wondering. Speaking of interior, I suggested last week that I would cover up this entire side. I think a lot of you basically said that was a horrible idea and that I should use it as a hanger. That was the popular vote in the comments. And so that's probably what I'll end up doing. I don't know if I'll make use of the entire side, but I will at least try to make something out of it, it seems like. The only thing that really comes down to is just how many bricks I'm going to have left. I can't stress enough how that back wall is going to take so much Lego. Like, it's going to take all of my dark gray bricks, and that I still might even have to buy more after that. And that's saying a lot, because I've collected a lot of dark gray bricks over the years, so it's going to be crazy. So that's why I was suggesting that I would cover up, is just simply because I think I'm going to run out of bricks at some point soon. I'm already kind of running low of certain bricks. You can kind of see that during the time-lapse today. So, I mean, that's what it comes down to. All right, well, that's going to be it, guys. I'll see you guys next week. I'm actually going down to Florida next week, so it's actually, I'm going to try to get the whole episode done before I get down to Florida, because I'm going to go visit Javier, if you guys remember who he is. So I'm going to actually do it like very early. I'm actually going to start working on it in the next like day or two, once this Friday premieres. So I'm going to start working on like Sunday and have it done by Tuesday, and then it'll upload on Friday. You get the point. So there should be a normal episode of Mandalore next week. If there's not, I'll make an announcement, but I should be able to get it done, even though I will be down in Florida when it actually premieres. All right, that's it. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Bye-bye.